And wow, a gamble here right off the bat. Onside kick to begin the game. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Here we go.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, your next-gen stat says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Mahomes now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Extra point safely through. And this is now a 1-point game. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is Mostert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
46-yard line.
Mostert. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Niners 8, Chiefs 7.
Now he's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Get ready! Get ready!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 18-yard line.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is third
formation, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Smith. And this time, he is in. Yes. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and it's skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long, because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came in this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They hand it off to Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was actually something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly, and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
No score after one on EA Sports. Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yep.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Down at the 41. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a gain of 6. Moves.
You know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
17-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Brady. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Fournette, a first down carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal Rob Gronkowski as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. From the gun, Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 79 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Brady. Going up top for Miller. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Keeping Ward there defensively.
From the gun, Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. 11 yards there, first down.
Martin, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To throw is Brady. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Good shot.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it seems very foolhardy. All you had to do was kick the PAT, extend the game.
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there, did it? I mean, I just don't get that at all because the risk-reward, it just wasn't there.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.
me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Hey, could count on my